Hi Leo, welcome to your What Do You Need to Do reading for September 14th through October 13th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Super T Reader. Love and support to her. Look at that, magician. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love and support if you like what she has to say. This is intended for a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, Leo, what do we got here? Magician, could be Gemini or Virgo or Aries. Everything is at your fingertips. It just takes the execution at this point, making it happen. Lots of great potential. It's like things are about to be unleashed. All right, could be dealing or meeting someone that you just feel like they are just it. Could be someone in your life that you feel very just intrinsically connected to. All right, Leo. All right, Leo. For Leo, whoopsie. 9 of Swords. Oh, come on. I might have to do the reshuffle here, I don't do more than 6. All right, so we've got the Hanged Man. That could be Pisces. Emperor. Let's see. 6 of Wands. 8 of Wands. 4 of Swords. 4 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. High Priestess. All right. Did you walk away from an offer? Were you just like, nope, it's too late. You had your chance and I just, I don't want this anymore. Oopsie. Oh, that was Hanged Man again. It feels like, okay, it feels like the time for something has come and gone and you're in a much better place right now. So this person reaching out to you is just kind of like, yeah, I think my interests have shifted. Like, it feels like you two, it feels like somebody from your past has come back, and instead of you, it's almost like this is a reconciliation reading again. To be fair, I don't know what the last one was. I don't really remember them unless I've freshly done it. But it feels like someone is coming back around again, and you're just in a different place. You'd rather be around friends and family and do your own thing, and your position has changed, your mindset has changed, your interests have changed. This is you, and that's not to say that you're not going to give it some thought. But I think you're going to realize that you just might not feel the same anymore. Like you're like, not really. I don't feel like this is somebody that it was like a lot of drama, a lot of trauma from it. Just, you're kind of just not into it anymore. You're not really into it anymore. Yeah, just kind of meh. Just, I got 2 4s here. 3 4s. We got 3 4s here and 2 6s. We got a full house. 3 4s, right? Yes, 3 4s and 2 6s. Reflecting and thinking over something that was just really bothering you or driving you crazy. I think it's this person reaching out that kind of sends you into a like, oh God, really? You know what? At the end of the day, I feel like you're going to be like, at the end of the day, I think this would just be more of the same, so I'm going to pass. I feel like that's a conclusion you're going to come to. I have to say that I admire how civil and courteous you are about it. it's like it's just not that big of a deal for you. And at one time I think it might have been, but it didn't work out at the time. It was rather disappointing at the time, and you're like, okay, I gotta go. I don't want any part of this. And then here they come back around again, which is probably why there's this like, oh God, now what? Really? And it feels like once, what's that saying? Shame on me once you hurt me or something. Twice you hurt me, shame on you, or what? No, what is it? Shame on, hurt me once, shame on you. Hurt me twice, shame on me. That's what this feels like. It feels like you don't want, you just, that the first and only chance. And now that perhaps things are different for them, you're like, yeah, I'm just in a much better place right now. I'm good. Why don't I clarify? Here, yeah, just talking away. Just, all right, what's this? Four of Pentacles. Word. Emperor and Four of Pentacles. I like it. What's this Six of Wands about for Leo? Wheel of Fortune. Good. What's this Eight of Wands? This Eight of Wands. Good. Okay, yay. So clarify, thank God, because sometimes I clarify, it's like, well, shut my mouth. It felt differently, but this is in line with what I was talking about as far as you just feeling like, I don't think so this time around. I don't, but at the same time, them coming back gives you a lot of pause. It kind of disrupts the balance to what you have going on right now. And I think I like that the Emperor and the Four of Pentacles showed up, because that to me is all about like, nope, stay the course. You're good. This is there. It could indicate that there were trust issues before with this person, and that's why you don't want to take a chance, especially if you were into it and they weren't, or if you had to leave because you just felt like someone was taking advantage of you and not appreciating what you brought to the table. What's this Four of Swords? Again, laying low. What's this Four of Swords? Okay, so everything across the board is saying things are as it should be. You're in a really good place right now. And you just, and I don't feel like you need me to tell you this. I feel like you're going to come to your own conclusions about this, but I feel like you're in a really good place. And the fact that this caused kind of a disruption instead of it being just a really welcoming invitation, but instead sort of hearing about this person again just caused a lot of anxiety and kind of disruption. I think that alone is like, it's not worth it, because that the power to do that, it's like, it probably took a lot for you to get over this, to get where you're at now, to where it doesn't hurt anymore. It doesn't cause you any pain or confusion or sadness. You're in a really good place and don't want to lose any ground. This Four of Wands. All right, so we've got two cards. Yeah, we've got two cards of transition here. This is about you. It could be too that you, because of this interaction with this person that hurt quite a bit last time, not because they're a bad person per se, just because it feels like it meant more to you. You were quite devoted and loyal and noble about the whole thing, and they just kind of weren't there. They weren't up for the challenge, shall we say. You're like, okay, one and done. Thanks. And it took you a while to get to where you are now. It feels like you're thinking taking them up on your offer or their offer, responding, any kind of engagement would set you back. And whatever transition has taken place, you need to keep going with that. You need to stay the course. This is because you've come far and you're in a better place. Your things are stabilized, you're secure, you're happy, you're good. So as far as this offer or hearing about them again, them coming in, them wanting any kind of thing, we got the Four of Swords, we got the Four of Pentacles, we got the High Priestess, we got the Hermit. This is all about you not engaging and withdrawing. You might spend a good couple of nights thinking about this. There might be some chatter with your friends and family about it, but it's not about you involving yourself with this person. And we got the Nine of Swords here, Yes, talk it out with your friends and family. Yes, get that dialogue going or whatever you need to, you know, kibitz and futz about and whatever. But um, mm-mm. I just, at the end of the day, I think you're going to realize that you're in a much better place. You're in a position to accept, to be civil, to be kind, to be fair, but you're just, I feel like you're going to decide it's not worth it. It's just, you're going to see how far you've come, and it's going to remind you of what you had to go through to get where you are right now. Not worth it to lose ground. What's this Six of Pentacles about? Yep. Being courteous with an ending. Being civil, being, just being courteous and civil about an ending, and keeping all of this shenanigans and like every kind of emotion you can imagine about this person coming back in to yourself. This is not about, keeping to yourself. Not about engaging with them. Here comes my cat. I don't know if you can hear her. Perhaps not. Okay. All right, what else for Leo? And can I just say, please pat yourself on the back. Please enjoy this. That you thought it would be different if they ever came back. And then here they come and you're just not into it like you thought you would be. And not just because you're playing a certain way, you know, like, oh, I'm going to make them. No, there's been a shift internally to where you're just realizing, you know what, I don't think I want to take you up on this. I don't think, or, you know, I appreciate the message or whatever, but I don't want it to turn into anything. It's not like someone reaches out and goes, hi, and you're like, never again. And no, it's not like that, like killing a fly with a sledgehammer. But it's like you just, nope, just going to keep on keeping on. I'm good. Don't want to lose any ground. Don't want to open that door again. You had your chance, and looking back, I don't think I should have given as long as I did anyway, so it's just as well that we're apart because it would have come to this anyway. So this is one of those people that you're probably like, yeah, this is a situation where exes need to stay, you know, exes, or just civil acquaintances if it is that. What else for Leo? It's hard because, like, you know, for me, it's like, oh, I want to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to talk trash about somebody's ex because you never know. Presumably everybody is doing the best they can, but person could have been a lot more toxic or whatnot. It doesn't feel like it. It just feels like there was hurt feelings and you're in a better place. So I'm not even, here we go. Make your dreams real. There it is. But you're just in a better place and you just don't want to risk it. And that's all there is to say about it for you. You know, at the end of the day, it gets to be your choice, and you choose not because you want to, oh, there's two cards. You want to stay where you are. Yay, you. Well, they were stuck together. Look at that. Make your dreams real and believe in yourself. Well, okay. This, you know, okay, but this just feels like, it feels like you got a lot of support and help around you, family, friends, all that, and they're going to counterbalance any misgivings you have, or wanting to get, you know, wanting to be a bit, not wanting to be, but being a bit frenzied about it and being like, oh my God. So this is always a nice message as far as believe in yourself and, you know, pursue your dreams and whatnot. But I just feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like that needs to be hammered home for you per se. I think this is just someone showing back up that you're like, yeah, pass. I think a while ago this would have been more of because I think you took the breakup pretty hard. So maybe this is talking about when you first broke up. But I feel like you are well on your way. And if anything, this can serve as encouragement or to stay the course. But I don't feel like you're too broken up about this. I feel like it's just more like kind of confirmation for you. That you're just, yeah, okay, thanks. I'll stay the course. That type of thing. Maybe this was about when you first were separating and it was pretty painful and you were like, oh gosh, and we just needed those words of encouragement. You know, it's going to be okay. Keep your head up. Believe in yourself. You're going to get there. Yeah. And then it's almost like now you don't need that because you're transitioning out of this, and then this person comes back in and kind of, and it's like, nope, stay the course. Stay the course. You're fine. You're fine. You're good. Stay the course. Things are as they should be. All right. What else for Leo? I gotta say, I keep hearing don't lose any ground. Stay the course. Don't lose any ground. That's for Leo. Golly. This is coming on the heels of a reconciliation reading. I gotta say that the reconciliation reading, though, for me, that was designed that both people were open to it, that it was a good thing. It wasn't some creeper stalking their ex. It wasn't some, it wasn't like if a reconciliation was possible. It was looking at a reconciliation that was wanted by both parties and what the possibilities and, you know, the ins and outs of it, but not about it kind of being one-sided or things like that. This, however, Leo, it looks like they, and it doesn't feel like they're really in pursuit either way. It feels like this is someone that, I don't know, it feels like someone's, they could go either way depending on what you want. Like this is someone that's kind of putting out the feelers, and it gets you all up in a tizzy, and then at the end of the day you're like, I'm good, that you don't engage. But yeah, okay. What else for Leo? Okay, so we've got 7 of Cups, no, 8 of Cups reversed, because it was sideways, so I always turn it clockwise. Yes, clockwise. And we got the Magician and 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups reversed. Just gonna say it. This is somebody who, this is someone that's quite controlling and doesn't want to let go. Okay, if we're talking about a person. This could be somebody that is, that could be why I didn't feel like they were interested either way. It was just about what they could get. And that's because this is someone that's more about the control, and you were a very good partner and they liked the benefit of being with you. And they haven't been able to find anybody to fill your shoes. They haven't been able to move on. It's kind of like it's not really because of caring or missing. They just haven't been able to move on because they feel unfulfilled without the contract of control, so to speak, right? If you're talking about a situation, this is just saying that even though you haven't, which is not true because you have, even though they haven't moved on, it's still going to be a non-starter. So it's not a good idea to be with this person even though they haven't been able to move on. If we're talking about the situation, if we're talking about a person, this is someone that hasn't been able to move on because they haven't gotten the control they wanted out of this situation in this instance. So this could be somebody that doesn't know what they want and they're looking for you to give them direction. That's a benign example. It could be as far as a not so benign example, as someone that's just not a good person or not doesn't mean well, is someone that's really controlling and they want you back because they want control back in their life, not necessarily for you or who you are. All right. So either way, this is a non-starter for you. At the end of the day, in light of this right here, these two right here, I could kind of see why these showed up, because if this person had that kind of mental hold on you, and we got the Emperor and 4 of Pentacles here, talk about staying the course. If this is you being in lockdown mode and being like, no, I am firmly in Team Leo and relying on myself, there's no room at the inn here, I could see why these showed up now, because make your dreams real, yet you don't need this person to do that. Maybe you made their dreams, or maybe you were really integral in making their life happen, but you don't need them to make your life happen. You stay the course. And as far as believing yourself, we got the 9 of Swords here. Don't let this person make you doubt yourself again. And that might have been a part of it before, that they cast a shadow over your self-worth and self-doubt. They didn't appreciate you. And them coming back again has really upset the apple cart. Don't let them do it. It's not worth it. At the end of the day, you're in a very good place and you've got a lot coming for you in the months ahead. and you get to keep it all. They don't have to be a part of that. So they don't get to disrupt anything in your life. At the end of the day, at first it causes kind of a, but you're good. Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands. You're good. Stay the course. And you don't have to, I feel like I need to tell you this too, just because they send word or a message, you don't have to respond. It can just float out there in the ether. You're not compelled, you're not obligated, you don't have to, don't let that old programming kick in to where you have to jump to it. You don't have to do anything. You stay the course. You're just, you I was gonna say you bubble up. You put that bubble around you and you don't have to engage. All right, shutting up. Thank you for stopping by, Leo. You don't need to do anything but keep doing what you're doing. You are just fine where you're at. All right. I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.